Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
So today's Monday, guys, and as usual, we take a look at the cryptocurrencies. So in general, performance in the last few sessions of the previous week was according to our expectation. Mostly it was based not on directly on the Bitcoin price behavior, but in some cross-market analysis. So indirect science tells that Bitcoin has really, well, in fact, anemic chances to proceed higher, and we suggested the retracement. So although the chances, the depth of the retracement still could be different, and currently market reach and hits the first destination point that we have discussed, and our task right now is to understand what the next direction might be and what reasons for that. So in fact, currently we have, well, not a lot of things to discuss on high time frames. Actually, on a January monthly chart, we are waiting for clarity whether we still get the grabber or not, and whether the market will be able to stay above these lows. So this will be important for a long-term perspective. The problem here still stands that actually, if in January we could have the grabber, on February if market will drop below it, we again could lose it. So this is unstoppable process, and we could say that definitely we have it once market will start acting to the upside, keeping the grabber low valid. Currently, all these things yet to happen, as we hope. So on a weekly chart, also nothing interesting has happened. So you can see very small trading week. Recent previous week was actually brings nothing also interesting. The one thing that we already said is that the drop and staying below it just suggests that this is not the fake breakout. So market stands around the previous lows and shows no intention to return back up inside of the flag, which suggests that we have no wash rinse, no stop grabbing or something like that sort. This is direct intentional breakout to the downside. The same thing is on a daily. On a daily, the one thing that I would like to pay your attention to is actually the price action after market returns at the cup in this range. So after the wash and rinse of these lows, and as you can see, testing of this support area, and market price return at the cup. So the one thing that I do not like here is the way how market behaves. So take a look, a lot of uncertainty stand is this side-by-side two dojis that we have here. Right, very small trading range. Here's minor bearish reversal candle stand. As you can see, this market creates the new top and close below the lows. All this stuff brings no actually confidence with the possible upward direction. Even on the previous time when the market hits these lows, it shows more or less reasonable pullback, then deep retracement, and again shows some upward direction. Here we do not see this. So it's just very flat sideways action, which of course makes us unconfident with the possible upward continuation, and definitely not enough to make the conclusion that we need to buy Bitcoin right now. So now let's return back to previous analysis. It's the same assets that we were considering previously. So first of all, on the dollar index, actually the reason why we suggest this pullback, this was the oversold on the dollar index, and we said it's hardly market will be able to consider to continue upward direction just because market on the dollar oversold and needs to show the retracement, which put the Bitcoin under pressure. It's because the Bitcoin is a direct rival to the United States dollar. So by looking at the weekly on the euro currency chart, and actually here as well, we suggest that this retracement, this pullback should be a bit deeper, a bit higher. which also diminishes the chances that Bitcoin turns to upward direction immediately. This is the first moment. Second moment, again, guys, is interest rates. First of all, if you'll take a look at the nominal interest rates, you'll see this rally that has pushed Bitcoin down on Friday. So really fast acceleration back to the top. That was about the nominal rates. If you'll take a look at the real rates, so here's again with this together with the gold market, but this is the charts of the real interest rate, 30-year Treasury inflation indexed security. So you can see this bounce up again. So real interest rates also have increased, which is some kind of the headwind for the Bitcoin market as well. So taking it all together, and if we'll take a look at our 4-hour time frame chart right here, we do not see currently reasons to close the scenario, take off the table the scenario of the possible downward continuation. So, for example, it might take the shape of the butterfly, because one of the important conditions for a bullish, this bullish sign, the breakout of this resistance have not been met. So market wasn't able to climb here, not even has challenged this resistance. We said that if market will break this area, the 46 above this line, so it will be something at least to talk about, and at least this will be kind of the maybe hint on that something is going on. It's definitely not yet some real bullish sign, but that might be the first bell for that. But currently we do not see it. Besides, if you will take a look at overall performance here with the butterfly, you could see that, well, after our drop here, its overall price action looks very choppy. There's no signs of some thrusting action or something of that sort. It makes us think that Bitcoin still stands on under some bearish pressure. On the wider picture, why we in general suggest this downward action, actually based on the performance on this ABCD pattern, guys. So probably I already talked about that, because we have first strong sell-off here with this acceleration, and second we have very small upward retracement. So we would not see really big pullback to the 618 level, for example. That's very flat action. It means that the bearish pressure here was really strong, because market has spent lots of time in the tight range within the just 30% retracement without ability to break it. And well, despite the lot of time spent, market still stands under 30% level. So taking it all together suggests that with this ABCD pattern, the COP target is really very probable, the 3560, which is also 1618 extension of this BC leg right here. That's why we're still watching for a possible downward continuation. So currently we are not inspiring enough to consider taking the new long position. That's just our view. On the hourly chart, you theoretically could try to take different trading setups. For example, if you still, because actually market here is perfectly completed the stuff that we have discussed, so it has reached this level that we said is 42 because it's support area, and shows the bounce. So what potential patterns might be formed? So to the downside, we already have considered as possible butterflies. So for example, if you would like to take the short position, you could do this with a placing stop above the confluence area. Theoretically, you also could, that's what about the butterfly. Potentially, we could get, for example, this A, B, C bottom D pattern, which is with the OP right around this minor XOP of this initial pattern. In this case, we could get Gartner's triple to sell. That's another step that you could wait for if you would like to short. So either butterfly or free drive. The butterfly looks maybe probable, more reliable, is just because, well, here is strong confluence resistance stand, and here is free space, nothing else. That's what about the bearish context. For taking the long position, well, theoretically you also could consider minor butterfly to the upside. So with this performance that market is forming, who knows what will happen. Maybe somebody will tell something and just push price a bit higher. So market could complete this XOP with this butterfly. It's also possible. For that purpose, your invalidation point will be right below this area. But these guys, as you can see, very small patterns, so just for intraday trading, that they absolutely do not clarify the bit longer picture. And well, you could try to trade it But well, at this performance that we see currently on the market, we suggest that market is more probable that it's more bearish rather than bullish. Well, that's just our opinion, and we have shown you the patterns that you theoretically could consider, and I'm sure that you could adapt any patterns that we have discussed to your trading style, to your scenario that you would like to take part in. So that's what we have currently on Bitcoin market.